The capital of the western Mexican state of Jalisco, Guadalajara is at the heart of the second-largest urban area in Mexico. The city has monuments to match its status, like the Hospicio Cabañas, a splendid hospital complex from the turn of the 19th century, and a 400-year-old Colonial Renaissance cathedral. Also in Guadalajara's conurbation is the city of Tlaquepaque, featuring a charming old center with a flair for arts and crafts and mariachi. For a day trip, Tequila is an easy drive through fields of blue agave cultivated for Mexico's beloved spirit. Guadalajara also hosts the mammoth Mercado San Juan de Dios, the largest indoor market in the Americas. So, here is the list of 10 best things to do in Guadalajara, Mexico. Before we start, make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the latest upcoming travel videos. Here we go. Number 1.
Zoológico Guadalajara.
A swift taxi ride from the historic center. The Guadalajara Zoo is rated as one of the best in Latin America and has a higher variety of species than any in Mexico. The enclosures are embedded in well-maintained gardens, providing ample shade and equipped with added attractions like the Sky Zoo, an aerial tramway with a bird's-eye view of the monkey, gorilla, lion, bison and wolf habitats, and a Masai Mara safari experience in which you'll get close to giraffes, elephants, rhinos, hippos and ostriches. Other family favorites are the zoo's train, aquarium with a glass tunnel and the Antarctica zone, where you can briefly experience sub-zero temperatures and watch playful Adelie and Genta penguins. Number 2. Go shopping in Tlaquepaque. If you're looking to take home some unique souvenirs from your trip to Mexico, you'll want to be sure to include a trip to nearby Tlaquepaque. Try saying that 3 times fast. This super cool day trip tour will take you to Tlaquepaque and Tonala, 2 of the best villages for shopping around Guadalajara. Click here to learn more about this tour. Once its own city, Tlaquepaque was absorbed by the urban sprawl of Guadalajara and became a municipality. Tlaquepaque is famous for its beautiful, hand-painted pottery. In the Nahuatl language, the name actually means place above clay land. You can start off in the Mercado de Artesanías to get a feel for what's on offer, and then branch out and visit more of the individual shops in town if you want to see more. Number 3.
Templo Expiatorio del Santísimo Sacramento.
A shining piece of neo-Gothic architecture, this church was built over 75 years between 1897 and 1972. With dainty tracery, crockets, a rose window and mosaics in its tympana, it's almost indistinguishable from a European medieval building. That is no accident, as the church's stonework and fittings were handmade using the same methods. The church's clock was crafted in Germany, together with its 25-bell carillon. When the clock chimes, you can see little statues of the 12 apostles rotating through the campanile. The chancel and nave are lit by tall and slender stained glass windows painted by 2 artisans from Orleans on a template by the artist Maurice Rocher. Number 4.
Guadalajara Cathedral.
Of all of the cultural gems and architectural masterpieces that you can find in Guadalajara, this one has to be up there with the very best. The Guadalajara Cathedral was first built in 1541 and showcases a variety of styles that range from Spanish Renaissance to Gothic Revival. Inside there's a beautiful altar constructed out of silver and marble, and large ceilings which are typical of cathedrals found within central Mexico. It's also home to the remains of Santa Inocencia, a young girl from the 18th century who was tragically killed by her father for her religious choices. The Guadalajara Cathedral is located between both the Plaza de Armas as well as the Plaza Guadalajara and is open for viewing from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. daily. It's one of the most popular Guadalajara tourist attractions and is a must-visit. Number 5. Bosque Colomos Park. Nestled in the heart of the Zapoten neighborhood are the gorgeous and dramatically landscaped gardens of Bosque Colomos Park. The walkways are lined with sculptures and it's a perfect spot for exercising or just chilling out away from the noise and bustle of the city center. There's a really pretty Japanese garden donated by Kyoto and lots of picturesque picnic areas. It's not far from the historic center of Guadalajara, so as one of the top places to visit in Guadalajara, A trip here doesn't have to take the whole day. You can just visit for a peaceful morning. Number 6.
San Juan de Dios Market.
Mexico loves a market, and we saw some pretty big ones in our time in the country, but never any as big as this. Seriously, it's so big it has 2 names, Libertad or San Juan de Dios, and it took us over half an hour to find our way out. The place has everything you could ever possibly want or need, laid out over 3 floors and separated into sections of everything from dried herbs, to footwear, to Mexican wrestling masks. Even if you're not buying, put a few hours aside on your what to do in Guadalajara list for San Juan de Dios. You simply have to experience this place. Number 7. The Government Palace. The Government Palace is one of the most popular sites you can visit within Guadalajara's historic center. Built in 1650, it was originally destroyed by a fatal earthquake 100 years later, but was then resurrected in 1790 with stronger materials and a new Baroque facade. The best part, though, is inside, where you can examine many of the incredible murals painted by José Clemente Orozco, the same artist who painted the murals in the Cultural Institute Cabañas. Some of the best designs here include the Political Circus, as well as Flaming Hidalgo. The Government Palace sits right on the east wing of the Plaza de Armas and is open from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. all days of the week. Despite serving as an important government building, it's free to enter the museum part of the establishment and is good to combine within a visit to the nearby cathedral too. Number 8. Cultural Institute Cabañas. One of the most interesting things to do in Guadalajara is to visit the Cultural Institute Cabañas. It was founded in 1791 as a hospital/orphanage by the Bishop of Guadalajara and eventually became a cultural institution. It's a beautiful neoclassical building with several courtyards and galleries to explore. This cool walking tour with a friendly guide will really help you make a trip to the Cultural Institute of Cabañas, as well as many other sites around the city. The highlight of visiting is definitely seeing the amazing frescoes by Mexican artist José Clemente Orozco, including his famous work Hombre de Fuego, the Man of Fire. It's closed on Mondays but free to visit on Tuesdays. Otherwise, it costs about $2 to get in and another $1 if you want to use your camera. Number 9. Basilica of Our Lady of Zapopan. This 17th century Franciscan church complex is in Zapopan, 8 kilometers northwest of Guadalajara Cathedral. The basilica has theatrical colonial Baroque architecture, fronted by a gateway that has a pair of powerful Ionic columns. Passing through to the courtyard, you'll be greeted by a sumptuous facade of scrolls and delicately sculpted reliefs under 2 domed bell towers. The interior is similarly exuberant, with fluted columns, polychrome statues, paintings, and lots of gold leaf. On October 12th, the basilica witnesses Mexico's 3rd largest pilgrimage. More than 1 million worshippers join a procession with the Virgin of Zapopan from Guadalajara Cathedral to the basilica. This image of Mary was carved in Spain in the Middle Ages and brought to Mexico in the 1500s. Number 10.
Teatro Degollado.
The Teatro Degollado is one of the most historic theaters in Guadalajara and one of the best preserved in Latin America. Originally built in the 1800s, this neoclassical structure now stands as one of the iconic landmarks of the city. There are plenty of shows and cultural events happening here on a monthly basis, so it's worth looking at their schedule and tickets when you have the dates of your visit to see if there's anything you're interested in attending. While viewing the outside of the building is magnificent, catching a glimpse of the inside is even more awe-inspiring. You'll feel like a spectator transported in time to hundreds of years ago. We were able to watch mariachi here, but you can also take in a wide range of performances including opera and dance. Number 11. Guachimontones Archaeological Site. Located only an hour's drive away from Guadalajara, the Guachimontones Archaeological Site makes for the perfect day trip. This incredible place is known for its circular pyramids. How amazing is that? The largest pyramid is more than 60 feet, 18 meters, tall and has 52 steps, signifying the number of weeks in each year. Los Guachimontones was discovered in 1969 by the American archaeologist Dr. Phil Wigan. However, complete excavation didn't start until the 1990s. Researchers then discovered the round pyramid structures here, there are 10 in total, were constructed about 2,000 years ago by the Tequila people. To get here, you can drive or take a bus or taxi. Taking the bus will be cheaper at around $3. Once you arrive, you'll need to do a short hike up to the ruins, so prepare for that. If you want an in-depth experience, I recommend booking a guided tour of the site. For $56, you'll have all your transportation taken care of, and you'll learn so much about this incredible place. Number 12. Lake Chapala, just over an hour's journey from the city, is Mexico's largest freshwater lake. A huge glistening body of water sheltered between dramatic mountains. This part of Jalisco state is seriously beautiful. There are two towns that are popular places to visit in Guadalajara, each only a 15-minute journey apart. Your first stop from downtown Guadalajara to Lake Chapala should be to have a wander along the beautiful shore. Next, on your itinerary of the best things to do in Guadalajara, make your way over to cobbled and colorful street art adorned streets of Ajijic. Long a hangout for artists and creatives, the town has a very bohemian feel about it, and there are beautiful handcrafts on offer. If you can time your trip for a Wednesday, there's an awesome market. There's plenty of restaurants around the Central Plaza and the Malecon. Visiting Lake Chapala is one of the most popular things to do in Guadalajara. Number 13.
Rotonda de los Jaliscienses Ilustres.
The historical monument of Rotunda de los Jaliscienses Ilustres, or the Rotunda of the Illustrious People, is right in the heart of Guadalajara. This enormous stone ring is supported by 17 columns. Inside, there are urns that contain the remains of people whose lives shaped the culture and history of Jalisco. These include the architect Jacobo Galvez and muralist José Clemente Orozco. The rotunda was built in the 1950s and originally only honored men. But when the first woman here was honored in 2000, the name was changed. Many people memorialized here were artists, revolutionaries, writers, musicians, or philanthropists. There are also dozens of statues around here of some of the most famous Jalisco residents. The monument is open all the time, and if you're here at night, it is beautifully lit up. Number 14. Tequila Tour. For those of you who are more interested in the drink tequila than the town itself, hop onto this premium tequila manufacturing tour. Starting at 10 a.m., you will spend the entire day exploring distilleries across the state of Jalisco. It will take you around 8 to 10 hours to explore the region, enjoying its produce as you go along. The guides on the tour will tell you about the role tequila has played in shaping the culture and history of the country, as well as its economy. You will also learn in depth about the production process of tequila. After all, it is always good to know how your favorite drink is produced. This tour is $149 per person and includes hotel pickup, avoiding the hassle of going to a bus station. The tours are also limited to a small group, and the best part, it also includes tequila tastings and local breakfast, lunch, and snacks. Number 15. Jose Cuervo Express. For a unique and fun way to travel, hop aboard the Jose Cuervo Express. It's the only old-style train in Mexico, and will take you from Guadalajara to the town of Tequila for a day trip. You'll visit a distillery, agave fields, and have free time to walk around Tequila. This is a great way to make your visit to Tequila even more memorable. The train's inside is gorgeous with wood-paneled walls and comfortable seats. Depending on what car you travel in, there might even be a bar right inside. You'll also enjoy a traditional toast with one of the premium tequilas of the country. Tickets for the express start at 2,590 pesos, $127, an increase in price for the more luxurious train cars. The train only runs on Saturdays, typically every second week, so make sure you buy tickets in advance. The last word. So guys, this was the best list of things to do in Guadalajara, Mexico. Hope you will like it and appreciate it. People who come to this city are amazed by all of the awesome things there are to do and see. Haven't been to Guadalajara yet? This Mexican city is rich with culture, great food, and a vibrant art scene, and it's become one of the most visited destinations in Mexico. It's also one of the most populous cities in the country, making it impossible to cover everything in just one visit. In this video, I'm sharing some of the most unique and awesome things to do in Guadalajara, so you can make the most of the limited time you have. So, if you love to travel and you want to see the whole world, then Tripoyer is the channel that gives you a list of the best places to visit in the USA. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and press the bell icons for latest upcoming travel videos. Bye bye, see you.